Okay, thanks a lot. I have just two questions to conclude. One for Nancy and one for Gerard. I have to ask him a final question. Okay, Nancy. Okay, you are talking of system thinking, and okay, when you talk of system thinking, clearly the scope and the lens through which you do your analysis is quite. You have to enlarge the whole system. Now, the more you enlarge, the more you lose granularity. And how can these things not to become too large and remain practical? Can you make some suggestion on this?
Yes, this notion of situational awareness and analysis to determine the key drivers and relationships that are important helps to scope it down considerably. And the other practical point is that there are clearly many secondary data sources we just talked about that make it easier for people to actually do some of this work. And the third point is many of us in here, including some of us on this working group, are doing some research to help provide guidance to make it even more efficient. So, for example, working on looking at the REMA as a predictor of well-being outcomes with longitudinal panel data. Okay, that's, once that research is done, it probably really helps to focus in on what's really important on the index. The other is which I've just become aware of, is the fantastic work that's been done under the planning phase of the BRACED grant, and it's been it's applied very heavily a systems analysis approach. So one of the things that we would like to do as part of the cluster is inventory that experience and perhaps analyze it with respect to what has been learned from that process, because it's very much a systems process, and therefore it probably would be very well worth analyzing and circulating to the broader community. So the secondary analysis work of the PRIME work, for example, will probably help to sort out what's going on with some of these social capital and capacities indicators. So I think that the last point here is that we're doing a lot of practical work to even make it better.
Okay, thanks a lot.